All right, start.
Yo. So this is the start or what?
Yeah. So how does it feel seeing Fernando after how long has it been?
Bro, like I'm saying, bro, it's been like a year. It's been a year.
Yeah.
He gained 1 million aura points, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, I see how it is. Nah, Noah low-key got like hella muscle now. Like,
Hopped
he's
on
like-
the cycle. What can I say? All right.
bro, this dude, I saw him.
Bro, he was literally he was like, bro, you look like you lost weight. I was like, you gained 30 pounds.
In a good way though, he didn't get
I was
skinnier.
like-
He just.
I was like, yo, did you hop on steroids or something? Like,
He
what?
probably hopped on steroids, bro, cause like I saw his muscles bulging. He was like,
Chill, bro.
you know,
Bro, that's the ultimate. No, okay, you gained 30 pounds and someone says you lost weight.
Yeah.
you gained like 30 pounds of muscle, bro.
Jeez.
I lost like 30 pounds of fat.
Yeah, it's just,
God.
bro, I always gotta check, bro. I'm telling you.
Why?
I don't know why.
Have you ever like gone like a whole session and then you just realize like you were recording?
Well, no,
Guys,
I
let's do
haven't
it again.
because
Let's
I'm-
do it again.
I haven't because that's why.
It's 'cause I
I
always
checked.
check.
Yeah,
This dude,
I'm not trying to have that happen.
Bro, yeah.
Guys, I wasn't recording.
Let's start again.
bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
Can we just talk about like the political and economic?
I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming.
Like,
Bro, it's not Riley Edwards. Yeah. That's literally the exact thing that Riley said.
bro, great minds think alike, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
we're just you know
Yeah.
one in a millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Riley's.
what's gonna be like. We're gonna have Juan and Diego here soon.
Bro, we're gonna be like a
Special guest.
special ed, bro.
What?
like, I don't know.
Special.
It's a special guest. Yeah.
Do you think Juan provides professional insight to this podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think him and Diego will provide more professional insight than Julian, Riley, and AJ. Yeah.
No, we need AJ's speaker, bro. I saw that.
Bro, dude, yeah, AJ was like glued to his phone, bro. It was crazy. Like he
Yes,
could
sir.
not. Yeah.
Shots fired. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, bro. Like,
Yeah.
AJ, if you're hearing this, I don't know who you are, but Zach wants to.
What? I don't know who you are.
Zach wants to be.
Yeah.
He said it
You don't know
himself.
AJ?
You don't know who
from Marshall?
AJ is?
From Marshall?
I probably
I
remember.
remember.
I probably remember him.
Anthony Urbano?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
He was
just called
on
him-
episode 3. That's
I just called him Anthony. That's why.
yeah.
AJ. Yeah, is his middle name start with J or something? Or do we just call him that?
No idea. No. It's just like anything else, like DJ, AJ. It's when you don't like your name. That's all it is.
When you
Like
don't
they
it.
shorten. They just use the first letter and then J. So mine would be like ZJ.
And NJ? I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a thing, bro.
FJ.
FJ, I don't think that's a thing.
That'd be so weird.
It's usually just AJ and DJ. Those are the names.
Yeah. So what if you're like an F and you don't like your name, or like a Y and you don't like your name?
No, bro. I just like YN.
YN.
That's what the first thing I thought.
YN, bro. It's
Wait,
crazy.
what?
Wait, what is a YN? Do you know
No,
anything
yeah,
about
no, stop.
Bro, I can't say that.
that? Well, no, I'm saying like, isn't it like?
This is why you can't find your videos on school accounts, bro.
No, but like, no, I'm not saying like I'm not saying you have to pronounce it like the actual, but I'm saying like, is it like they're coming up or something? Is that what that is? Like when you're coming up in the hood, is that what that is?
No, bro. It's just
Like,
like
what is that about?
Hawaiian's just like I don't know what to say,
Is
bro.
it not appropriate for this conversation?
No, I just
I think
my
we should move
complexion
on.
isn't dark enough to say the words that I want to say.
I think we've exercised this talk. That's what Noah said.
So yeah, how is it? How do you find the ability to cold approach all of Lakewood for subscribers?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else. No.
How would you?
No, it's not really right now. I genuinely haven't like cold approach like people because
Oh, it's just people.
because it's people. Maybe it's not like my friends specifically, but it's people I know.
Mhm.
It's just been people I know. But if I cold approached everyone, I could probably get like to 4 digits. Like if I
Well,
went to
because
everyone.
there's like what 3,000 kids at Lakewood
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah.
Yes, you just need to do like a third of the school.
Yeah.
Just a third.
A little more than
That's
that.
so easy.
A little more than that because 1% of them aren't going.
You should get. Oh, you should get the teachers to subscribe too.
Bro, that's
Bro,
crazy.
yo,
bro.
I don't know. Not after episode 3.
Episode 3?
Yo.
That's crazy.
Dude, episode 3? No. Episode 3 has like 500 views now.
Of course, it's
But it was like the wildest one because it was just like Riley and Julian saying like the wildest stuff. They're like AJ. Yeah.
Damn.
Bro, what do you know when they're getting here?
No clue. They just said they're coming after.
You gotta tell them we only got till 3 though.
Yeah.
These guys.
Well,
So-
we'll probably be able to go longer. We'll
You should have a paid course to teach people how to cold approach for subscribers.
Oh yeah.
That'd be valuable. Yeah, that'd be very valuable.
Well, now that I think about it, wait. I think the reason she was saying only took 3, I think it's because she thought it was like we were lifting or something. We could probably just go longer.
Well, you would want to ask because I think she's got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
So don't assume it.
Yeah.
Because remember, if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Yeah.
That's the quote.
Exactly. You should ask like every girl in the school.
Huh?
Yeah, because if he doesn't, then it's always no.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
So-
on. I was gonna say.
Wait, no, this is important.
No.
By that logic, he's being rejected by everyone right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. And you know,
Well,
hypothetically,
by that logic, I'm only rejected by 90%, not 100.
okay, but that 10% is still the demographic that you're looking for. You know, like
No, he's saying he asked 10% of the school.
No.
Okay, maybe not 10, but
10%
it's probably closer to 5. I don't know.
oh,
What's 5% of 3,000?
Well, 5% of 1,500. Really.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So like,
you're not
I
asking.
guess like that would be 30. I just did the math. Or no, I don't know if that's right. I don't know. If
30
that's right.
people?
No, I don't know if that's right. But yeah.
well, I mean, I don't think the Pilgrims would have been able to. I don't think Christopher Columbus would have been able to find land if he got rejected once and was like, oh, I'm gonna give up.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Hey, I was gonna say though,
It's actually.
don't try to calm the storm. It will pass. Try to calm yourself.
Alright, bro.
That's deep, bro. That's deep.
I wonder what cold approaching was like in Christopher Columbus's days.
I don't know, bro. He was just like, you guys are gonna be.
He was like, hey, I just discovered a new continent. Yeah.
So speaking of Christopher Columbus, do you believe that his beliefs were? Do you agree with Christopher Columbus' beliefs and his actions?
Tread
Depends
lightly
on
here,
what
bro.
belief.
Yeah,
If-
tread lightly.
What belief?
I mean, I don't know, just like his morals.
Well, I'm not fond of the fact that they cut off Native Americans' hands.
So
That part I didn't like.
would you hang out with Christopher Columbus?
I mean,
Dude.
maybe just to have a conversation. Yeah.
I feel like he would be. I feel
Crazy
like
podcast.
you go and you go back in time to any like famous person, like I don't know if I like let's just say I went back to like Rosa Parks and
Yeah.
and you know just this is a scenario hypothetically, you know, let's just say in this scenario Rosa Parks is like a family friend and you know she has to take care of me, she has to babysit me, bro. I feel like Rosa Parks would be a chill person, you know?
So what are you asking? What's your
You're
question?
saying Rosa Parks will be a good babysitter?
Yeah.
So wait, I don't understand. I don't understand the question. Are you asking what famous person would I hang out with? Like what?
So
Or like I mean, what person from history?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good. If you had to, you can only pick one. Any person from history.
Probably George Washington.
Bro could have said Jesus.
Like,
Well, sure, but I'm saying
George
that's kind of an obvious like
I
answer.
know,
I'm
I
saying
was-
more something.
I was
specific.
about to say excluding Jesus, of course, and then yeah, George Washington.
bro, George
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah.
That dude's probably scary. He got like donkey teeth, bro. It's like nasty.
It'd be interesting. Well, I'm just saying the most obvious, like Lincoln. I guess it'd be interesting to talk to.
Bro, but in all of history though, like, you wouldn't want to go.
Maybe
further back.
Telemachus, the monk from the Colosseum.
Do you think you could beat him in a fight?
Do you know who Telemachus is?
No.
He was a monk who went in between he went in between two gladiators in the Colosseum, and he screamed in the name of Christ stop, and he'd gotten killed by them, and the whole audience. The story was the whole audience pretty much like had left because they were just like devastated from it, and that was what led to the emperor in I think the 3rd or 4th century around there, like ended the Colosseum, ended like the gladiators.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a pretty cool story. Yeah.
If you're into stoicism, you should do Marcus Aurelius.
So, with that being said, if it was you and 100 men, would you win?
or a gorilla, give or take.
Bro,
You
Oh
can
yeah,
shoot,
would
you
you
can
pick the
shoot.
100 men
Bro.
or the gorilla?
dude, that's the craziest analogy you've ever mind.
Don't say it.
Yeah, but so me versus 100 men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. I
Oh,
guess,
no. First off, would you pick the 100 men
Yeah.
or the gorilla?
100. Would I pick 100 men?
Would you rather have to fight to the death, 100 men or 100 gorilla, or one gorilla?
One gorilla or 100 men?
Do I have any weapons?
No,
Like
you
a
just
knife?
bare hands.
It's kind of just which would you rather?
And
die
they all
to?
have guns.
The gorilla. The one. Have you seen that one video of the chimpanzee holding the AK? Or whatever?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that was a promotion for Kingdom of the Apes, I think. I don't think that was real.
You don't think it was a real
Yeah,
video?
So just imagine that.
I don't think it was real.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I hope, because I saw it and it was like.
But I wouldn't be surprised if like that's why women live longer than dudes. 'Cause, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if some dudes out there just gave the monkey some.
Maybe
AK.
that's happening.
Bro, I would give a monkey an AK.
Some random tribe in Africa or something.
We go like to an isolated tribe and like introduce them to
Dude,
to like.
this is the North Sentinel Island.
Bro, I'm gonna go there.
Yes, bro.
I'm gonna give them all
Is
like.
that the one where they like eat people who have?
That's like one of the last uncontacted. That's like the most famous uncontacted tribe in the world. Like the story of the one dude who went there to try and preach the gospel to him, and they like shot an arrow in his face or something.
Well,
like,
yeah, I
across
mean,
the
you
river.
can't go there without some sort of protection.
No,
I
but
don't,
it's like
you can't. You shouldn't just go there like by yourself with
Yeah.
like just trying to. I mean, how did the language barrier would already be
language.
difficult.
They made it illegal.
Protection
Like,
is very important, Zach.
Huh?
It's very important.
To what?
Word protection.
But that's if you don't wait until marriage. That's
Anyway.
what I mean.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But like, it's like they're still stuck in the whatever the like agricultural like revolutions. Like they all have bows and or whatever you call it. The time when like hunter gatherers were around. Like they're still so I guess before agriculture. But they're like.
Well, just think about how many, not just them. I mean, obviously they're like ancient compared to like our civilizations now. But like, just think about even just most of the world, like say like Bangladesh or something. They're still like 100 or 2 years or 100 years ago or 200 years ago in the past. I mean, places like that. Yeah. Well, maybe not
100 years. I don't know about 100 years.
You don't think so?
No, like they. I mean,
or just like some places.
I guess I don't know.
But like
about
some places,
Bangladesh.
some parts of like the Middle East, I guess. Are, like,
Yeah, there's places in the. Oh, you're saying
where they're
like
just
there
like
are
ancient.
places.
They're almost like ancient.
Yeah, I guess I don't know about Bangladesh, but yeah, you're 100% right. There's probably even more than that. Probably like, I mean, that island is like thousands of years behind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so yeah, like what Fernando was saying. What if you just went over there and gave him a phone with TikTok on it or something?
Oh yeah, I heard of this one. I heard of this one tribe or something. I think they gave him like Coke or something, and then they were talking about like he's gonna be searching for that flavor for the rest of his life, and searching for the trees and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where are these guys, bro?
Yeah.
It's just like.
When's the last time you seen Diego?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably like a year or two ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably seen him at a football game.
Yeah. Remember when we were at a football game?
Bro,
Freshman year.
Freshman year.
Yeah.
But that was low-key tough. Like,
Dude. Okay, I don't know if you remember this, but you stared down that one dude. You got a staring contest.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Bro,
have that on my phone.
Dude,
I still that video.
you gotta send me that video.
Dude, those guys are gone. Him
No.
and his brother.
Dude,
Bro.
Really? They're gone?
Yeah, they're gone. I haven't seen them.
They were weird, bro.
Dude, they were both scary in different ways, bro.
Like,
They were both, you know what I mean? Like, they were both scary in different ways. Yeah.
That dude that texted me after.
Like, bro, his brother, had spit on me. And,
Bro,
like,
they're
the
all
football
crackheads,
game.
bro. They're all probably like crackheads. Like, he
Oh,
told me, he's like, I remember one time I ran into him and he just started talking to me. He's like, have you ever tried meth before? And I was like, bro.
That one? Wait, that one?
The one I had a staring contest with.
Bro, that's
the-
crazy.
Bro, that's weird.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, he was like, I don't know, he's just going on about drugs and stuff. Bro.
Yeah.
It's probably weird. I don't know.
Damn. That's crazy. Yeah. What have you been up to though, Fernando?
I've been chilling, you know. I'm the big E word, big and plus. So, you know,
What is that? I don't even know
What's
what that
your
means. I don't even know
I'm
what
in
that
plus.
means.
So, you know, I haven't been on chronically online
Oh yeah.
as much, you know.
That's
I don't do that childish stuff no more, you know.
Really?
That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up.
Cut that out, you know.
No childish. So, like, no game? You're off the game?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
You know, but
Are you
Pretty good.
dopamine detoxing?
yes, bro. I'm locked in. Like I eat like eggs and steak on a wooden cutting board.
Woo.
You know,
Goodness.
I don't do that. I
Pure
wish I did.
testosterone. Oh.
Zero to start.
I'm like
No, I'm kidding.
no shower maxing, bro.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
No shower. It's crazy. It would not be pleasant if I did that, bro.
But
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
all of Lakewood would shut down.
you
For a
think,
hazard.
Yeah.
Zach, you think like,
They'd show up to school in like hazmat suits.
Oh, what
if I did that.
yo,
Do you guys have any classes together?
mm-mm.
Well, band. Yeah.
Oh, we have
We
marching band together.
What happens in marching band?
Like March,
No, I know, but like out of season, like right now, like what do you guys do? Like
PE
Homework.
stuff.
you
For
just
me,
go in and
Oh, he doesn't do nothing, but like,
like
Yeah.
he's
I-
in pit or something.
no, yeah, pretty much. But
Yeah.
we're doing like PE stuff. You know, we gotta get that PE credit.
Oh, so you just like exercise?
hmm
Oh, nice.
But I mean, I don't like it.
Yeah.
People
Right.
are
What
cool,
what
though.
part? The band in general?
No, just the physical part. Like I don't like waking
Dude,
up.
it
at
was
6.
wild last year when I was like, because when I was in it like second semester and I was doing the PE stuff, bro, it was wild to watch like band like dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how does that
Dude.
work? What do you mean PE
Dude.
stuff?
Well, it's like PE stuff. Like we'll run laps on the track, like, and then they'll do like some pretty simple like body weight exercises. But it was definitely wild to watch. Like, you know, because yeah, it was interesting. I mean, is it still like that now when you're in PE?
It's a bit more chill, but still, you know,
Yeah.
like I'll come out of PE just like sweating,
Mm.
like bro,
Dude, yeah, you're already stanking, man.
yeah, like
Before
the
school
school year
even
hits,
started?
bro.
Yeah, dude.
The school year hits.
School there.
So speaking of schools, Zach, what do you think are the chances that if you were to ask out every girl at the school, how many yeses would you get? Because I
It's a
believe
valid
that it
guess.
would be like a 90%.
Well, you have to define ask out.
I mean, I don't know.
Like ask for their number, ask
for
on
the
a
number.
date, or
Ask for
what?
the number.
When it comes to asking for their number, I would say
It's not that hard.
probably 30 to 40%.
Mm,
That's what I would probably guess. Maybe 50 highest, I would say.
it's pretty valid, you know.
Yeah. I would say 50 is a good success rate for a guy. That's what I would say.
Mm.
Well, what would you say you know?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, apparently I don't even have to do it. Nothing.
Do you have
If
a 100% success rate?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've only done it like 3 times.
Yeah.
The whole school, bro. I don't know. Percent rate.
I mean, now that I think about it, I probably, up till this point, it was probably like 50%, if I had to say. Yeah. Like pretty much what I said.
I just feel like all I need to do is like, since I don't shower, I can like do this.
Wait, so are you actually serious? Like, you...
No, I shower, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when you don't, it increases the pheromones.
Yeah, like my pheromones. It's kind of like all I need to do is this.
They all run.
I'm irresistible, bro.
They all start running.
Bro.
Well, since all of Lakewood is watching this right now,
Do you have any shots you want to call out?
Zach could ask.
Well, wait,
right
let
now.
me see. I don't know if. Am I in the frame? Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, you
I just gotta make sure.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even see it, but I
Yeah.
can tell. 'Cause of the camera.
Yeah.
Bro, but like, you could since all of Lakewood is watching right now, you could just ask the camera, and like,
Ask
you
what?
could ask out the camera.
Ladies, comment down below. Comment down below if you
Well,
think Zach.
Well, the camera already spends its day with me, so I don't need to ask it out.
Comment down below why or okay.
Put a purple heart if you think Zach is
Yes
cute.
or no.
Put a black heart if you think he's ugly, and put a pink heart if you think.
Wait, what was the first heart? What were all the hearts? What was it?
I don't know, bro. You're just gonna have to watch the rerun, I guess. The reruns, you know.
Bro doesn't want to repeat.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys, how do you feel about Lakewood?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know when people ask like, how do you feel about your school? I don't even know how to answer that, but it's
I'd
like,
say it's all right. I mean, there's definitely some bad things that have happened.
yeah,
I mean, bad things happen at every school.
that's true.
But like personally,
But
Oh, I guess.
yeah, I mean,
like you can't, like sometimes you can't use the bathroom in peace. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
does he?
Yeah.
What, when they threw the trash over?
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Bro,
bro.
yeah.
Like twice.
Yeah.
And it happened to two. And it happened to like two of my friends, or one of my friends, and then Juan said like it happened to his teammates.
That's so that's like a trend to throw
Probably.
a trend.
Yeah,
That's
probably is.
crazy, man. It's bad.
Well, just whenever they're not taking a number one, pretty much they're doing it.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like
It's because we're using the bathroom for what it's for. They don't like that. You have to be vaping and chilling.
it is only
You have to be sitting on the sink or leaning on the urinal and vaping
It is only
to be considered
its
normal.
only purpose is a hot box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens at Milliken. I don't know about trash cans, but
Trash cans.
yeah, I mean,
That's a
I've heard
segue
about
theme, bro.
Yeah. 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 Wonder where Juan and Diego are at.
Is that like the location, bro?
We only got like 40, 45 more minutes.
48. We're chilling. They'll probably be here soon.
How has music been going overall though? Like, are you satisfied with your marching band career?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute. I haven't really done much music, I would say.
That's interesting to me that you just don't do anything.
Well, okay, don't be like don't do any. I mean, I do. I get my work done while I'm there.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about music. Like, I don't think at Milliken they just do nothing. Like they do PE stuff in off season. I think they still practice.
Well, it's just specifically the pit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, but Fernando was saying he does PE stuff too. Is he
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, he's not in pit.
Not
Pit's only like a couple people.
Yeah, pit is like
so
percussion
pit
stuff. It's
Pit
like
just I know. So Pit just does homework. Like you don't have to do the.
no.
Well,
Zach
you're
is the
saying
one
that
does
like
homework.
Pit only does. No, I'm saying like after season you're not like required, like there's no show that we're actively working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, I get you. Yeah.
So we're able to go off to the side. And
I know it's
do
not like
do things if we
Yeah,
need to.
I know it's not like a thing like now you will do your homework, but it's just like there's no what else are you gonna do? There's no show. But I was just saying it's interesting that like you don't I don't know that you don't do stuff after the season like music stuff.
My bad, I'm getting distracted. They're talking about some eye surgery or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said you're getting lost in those eyes?
Oh,
Yo.
clip farming?
Great farm.
That's a clip.
Bro, speaking of clip farming, bro, in my second episode, bro, there was like, dude, Julian was just like not being real, bro. Like he was like, it was funny. He was saying like, I don't know, he was randomly going like this. He was talking about like the stock market or something. He was like, you know, it goes up, and then one was like, is it crashing?
That's the crypto.
And then they just did like a heart. Bro. I was like, what?
Do you want clip farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So Fernando, have you been lifting lately or not?
Not really.
No.
Mm-mm.
You just be doing the PE stuff.
PE stuff, you know.
Are you in PE still also?
No, I'm not.
In addition to
Oh, that'd be brutal.
No, dude.
because like you were last year.
Yeah, I was last year, but I mean, you know, I got on him about it this
You
year.
got on him about what?
No, I just told him like,
You told him.
you know, until they, you know.
Dude, there were like 3 kids on the track team that were in track and were in PE at the
So
same time.
pointless.
I was like, what?
Yeah, what's the point of that? Bro?
Well, they're missing half the practices to do PE. Well, what am I saying? They would
That's
come
if
to
you're-
all the practices.
well, that's if you're
which
if you have
which
7 periods.
which is impossible.
Well, not impossible, but if
There's no PE.
there is, I'm pretty sure.
Not a.
Oh,
Because how would they use the track?
Hmm?
How would PE be on the field or use the track?
if you have if you go half the time, like you said, 7th period and then 8th period track.
But yeah, they would like do every day. They would do track and then like they would have PE half the time. So like they'd go to PE and go to track. So I mean, that's like no reason.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Are you gonna do all 3 sports next year? Too?
Yeah, I think I am. I would say.
What's 3 sports is he talking about? Wrestling, and marching band.
Football, wrestling, and marching band.
Oh,
Right,
shit.
football, wrestling, and track. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got any injuries lately, or are you all good on that?
no, I've been good lately, and my track season just ended.
It's
So.
good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Your mom.
Yeah,
Only
bro.
thing it was weird lately. It's like, I guess from my knee injury in the past, like it felt like it was like kind of swollen like the past week or whatever. It was like on the side. It's kind of annoying.
But yeah, it's good this year.
And it was like I tried going in the training room to get it checked out or talked about it. And then she looked at it for 2 seconds, didn't say anything, and they were just like busy talking to other like kids or whatever. And it's like I just left. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna hope for the best, bro. I'm not waiting an hour for them to say like 2 words, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's how the training room kind of is a lot of the time.
Man. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely good that you're not having anything broken right now and stuff. Because I remember last
Yeah,
year.
my sister actually broke her wrist pretty bad like a couple months ago.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, she's in like a cast right now. It was
Oh
way-
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot worse than mine. Mine was just like a hairline fracture. She like fully broke hers, and she had like to have like a arm sleeve at first. Oh yeah, you remember it was at the
That was during
dinner, and yeah, it was because she fell off the zip line or whatever. Pretty crazy, but yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I think she got a new cast lately, or it's coming off soon, something, or where she can move it. Because she had to wear, like mine was only up to like right here, but hers, it had to cover her elbow, so that'd be like extra annoying. Because with mine, I was able to work out and do everything that doesn't involve the wrist. Because I could just do like knuckle push-ups or whatever, you know? Or the cast would like hold it in place. Felt pretty good.
So like, how many push-ups can you? What's your max, like straight push-ups? Like, could you do 100 push-ups?
When I was like, let's see, when I was like Zeke and Riley's weight, right? Back in 7th grade, I did like, I did like 50 push-ups at my max. I did that 7 times because what I did, right, in 7th grade, it was probably like the first time I'd actually like tried like a routine, like a workout program or whatever. I pretty much just did like, I think it was the summer going into 8th grade. I'm pretty sure, and so what I think I started at, let's see, it was the summer, and I think I started at 5 or something, or I think I could do more than, I don't know what I started at, probably 20 or 30, right? It was like I started at 20. Let's just say I started at 20 at the beginning of the summer. Every week, I think I would go up, and until I went to 50 pretty much, and I'd add 5 push-ups each week, do it like 6 times every week, and I'd take Sunday off. Or whatever. That's what I did.
Dang. And
then I worked up to 50 by the end of the summer. And it was while I was still 12. I got 50 push-ups by the time I turned 13.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was the goal that summer. Yeah.
That just goes to show, like,
but yeah,
anybody to set a goal. You're good. Set a goal and just start, like, it doesn't matter how, like, that's huge, but it doesn't matter how. I mean, just any goal or plan or dream to set, that's important. Like, because imagine if you didn't do that. Like, honestly, like, that could have been what led to all the working out stuff. And beyond that, like, wanting to accomplish stuff. So it's important, like, just to set that first goal. Because, honestly, that can open up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
Beyond just, like, fitness and stuff.
So for anyone trying to start, sorry, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, I think one of the things also that probably, that got me into working out, I guess, for the first, because I hadn't really, here's the thing, I think there was something I had done April of that year, so April of like 7th grade or whatever, and it was like so I had done this program, it was like a bunch of body weight exercises, like 30 days I did it, it was like some app I did in April, like I repeated myself multiple times, 7th grade, but before that, the first thing I probably did was like, I only did like a couple pull-ups. I could do like 2 pull-ups. I'd gotten super mad this one time in like November of 7th grade, and then I did like 100 push-ups, and that was probably like what kind of started it. Yeah,
that was the beginning.
But that wasn't. But I hadn't. That was like I did it like once, and then for a while I didn't actually get into it for like at least another year.
Dang, bro.
So, but yeah, what I was saying though with the summer thing is it's weird. I don't remember exactly how I did it. I just remember something. It was something like I went up 5 push-ups every week, but I know the math probably wouldn't add up. I don't know, because if I started at 20 and it's probably, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I did it.
You just did it, bro.
Yeah.
Locked.
All I know is that I started from somewhere and went to 50 push-ups by the end of the summer.
Do they do the like at the end of the
year?
And
then hold on, I was gonna say, and then when it's funny, like when I would tell people that, like I told people later like that I did it, so they were like didn't believe me. They wanted me to have proof or something. I should have like recorded it.
Recorded.
viral video.
I don't know, bro.
Because after that, after I stopped training for it like that, like I hadn't really done 50 push-ups in like a long time. That was kind of like the only time I'd really done.
Dang, bro. Like, you have any advice to anyone like trying to start off? You know, like with getting fit.
Yeah, I would recommend for anyone. I would just say get some rings. That's what I would say. Because it's 30. It's like
the rings you
the
have
gymnastics.
Oh shoot.
Because you can put them on a tree in your backyard or like nearby, and it's better for your joints than say like a pull-up bar or something. I didn't know that for a while, and it's easier on your body and stuff. And you could adjust it however you like, and you could put it, like I said, you could put it on some tree or something. You could do pretty much any pulling or pushing exercise. Not any, but like a lot of pushing or pulling exercises. You can get all of that work done on that. And then for legs, worst case scenario, if you don't have any weights, you could just do like, I guess plyometrics you could do, like jumps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And maybe like pistol squats is my go-to, I guess, for calisthenics, for leg stuff.
So you would say your secret is to jump a lot?
For real.
No, I don't really jump that much. No.
Oh man.
Yeah. Have you seen the?
I did jump rope a couple days ago. I started jumping.
And
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on jump rope?
I think it's cool. I just see it as another way of getting my cardio and just to switch it up. I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to try it.
It's dope.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Have you seen? There's like videos of.
Is it one?
No, I gotta take this real quick. Give me 1 sec.
That's what it's called.
Bro.
No.
Is that the? No.
Oh, what the heck? No, bro. Bro, what's your dog name?
Sienna.
Sienna?
Yeah.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's always our star guest on the podcast.
How old is Sienna?
She's almost 7, I think.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, she was born in 20. Wait, no. Oh yeah. Because she was born in 2018. So, and her birthday's in June, so she's almost 7.
Yeah.
So she's like 6'7".
6'7".
Sienna's gonna live for forever, bro. The tiny dogs.
Yeah.
She's like really.
Probably at least 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
She's just looking at
Cuter than Augie, would you say?
Augie's
We
my
just
dog.
filmed a podcast with Augster.
He's just a Labrador.
Augie doggy.
Dude, he's
Yes,
literally.
bro.
I probably come to his house like once every 1 or 2 months, and like every time it feels like a year to Augie or whatever, or like half a year, whatever. And so he's just like he was choking when I was there. Like when he saw me, he was like sad. Like, he was just like she was like crying. He sounded like choking, crying when he saw me.
What the heck?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like when he first saw me, he was literally like choking because of how excited he was.
Choking.
Yes.
Choking.
He literally sounded like he was choking. That's how excited he was.
What the heck?
Okay.
I wouldn't say I mean, I guess hyperventilating you could say, but that's more like Sienna thing. Well, Augie didn't really hyperventilate. He just sounded like choking.
Yeah.
Glad he's still alive.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want Zach going next to Augie no more, bro. He's gonna choke.
Yeah,
He's gonna choke too
you
hard.
can't see Augie.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Augie, bro.
Yeah.
Sienna's hitting that pose.
In that pose.
Well, not like a suffocating kind of try. I'm just saying, just it sounded like it. It was like a noise.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Thanks, Nico.
A noise he was making. What would
He made a point to walk behind the camera. So,
Yo, shout out Nico,
that was
bro.
cool.
Yeah.
Shout out. I didn't know there was a different kind of choking than a suffocating.
Yeah, like I thought like it was a little bit more kind of choking.
Yeah. Do you like Sienna though? Do you like that kind of dog?
It's cool. I like dogs. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a dog whisperer when I see someone's dog and
What?
I don't know. You know.
He's saying like the dogs like him, right?
Yeah, I
Dogs
think,
like you.
I
I
think
mean,
from my experience, you know,
dogs are just the best animal.
dogs just like people, bro.
Yeah.
They're literally man's best friend. Come on.
So if you were,
Well, I mean, look at how she's squinting at me right now. Like,
why she's squinting at you?
well, she's looking away now.
What were you gonna say, Fernando?
Oh no, I was gonna say, so like the thing about dogs too is that they're really strong, and there's so many like varieties. So you know you have like small
I don't know
dogs,
about that one.
you have big dogs, you have like
big dog.
fat dogs, deformed dogs. So
Deformed.
like pugs.
Oh
like
my,
their faces.
Chill. Don't be hating on them.
hold on, I'm getting a call.
Oh.
You mind if I take this?
Yeah, sure.
Yo, Sienna, I need you to get off.
You can.
Yeah, it's fine. Just push her off.
I'm sorry, mama. I don't want to
One's
like
like
throw
that
her.
too.
He's got a
Poor
business
baby.
call.
I can't miss this call, guys.
She already missed
Bro, where are these guys?
Look at her face.
Hey, I probably gotta leave like a little earlier because I gotta be back at.
It's alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me leave.
No, I was just saying we should talk about something else instead of that.
Oh, okay.
But you're saying why aren't they there? Why aren't they here? Where they at?
Juanito.
Yeah, I do wonder. It sounded like he's on call with them right now.
No.
You don't think so? Is that not Diego?
It's not Diego.
Oh, yeah. No.
Would you say like, is Sienna the equivalent of? Never mind, those two. Is she the equivalent of a cat minus the bad behavior?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because of size.
Mm.
Well, you're like freaking her out for some reason. Like,
What?
She's like looking at your foot.
See, that's like reading your thoughts, bro.
Huh?
Do you want the hedgehog? Oh.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, she does.
Do you? You want the what the heck
Yo.
you standing? Yo.
That's actually cool.
Does Sienna know any tricks?
That was a trick right
She
there.
can dance.
She can dance.
Yeah.
So what? You just tell Sienna to dance?
Yeah.
Sienna dance. Hold on.
That was
I have to tell her to do it.
oh yeah.
For her to do it.
You have to. It has to be you.
It has
well,
to be
well, also she can't be holding a toy in her mouth.
Grandmaster Zach.
What?
It's funny, bro. Do you guys take her to the park or not?
Nah.
I know some
we
dog owners.
we tried walking her before. My mom does sometimes, but she literally can't even make it all the way around the park. Like she'll be halfway and then she has to be held, or you're just like dragging her.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I know, because I know some people are like concerned about their dogs in parks and stuff. You know, like
yeah.
other
Dude,
dogs.
one time I was like being an idiot. Like I was like probably 10 or 11 or something. Or no, maybe it was probably past that. But I was used to doing it. I was a kid where I was used to doing it with Amberly, where I'd like have her on my bike, or not on my bike, but like I'd hold her leash while I'd ride my bike, and so she'd run with me.
Yeah.
But then I tried that with Sienna one time. It did not work. I don't know why. I thought that was a good idea. And like this like old couple like saw me and they were like, what? They were
What
like,
the hell are you doing, bro?
they're like, she looks a little small for that.
To run with a bike. Dude,
Because Amberly was like perfect. Well, actually,
yeah.
I don't know. Once or twice she did make me fall when I was like
Oh.
7. When I was like little.
Bro, Augie could probably do that for years, bro. He runs like we take him to the. I think you're talking about the dog park in like.
Just any
Well, I was just talking about Hartwell. Like
Well, yeah. There's a dog
park
park.
right here.
There's a like specific part of it for dogs to like go off the leash and like run around with each other. We take Augie to that, and dude, he like flies around. Like he probably has like a 5-second 100.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
No, you know like dogs or the
Yeah.
I forgot what dog it was.
The record is like 3 seconds. Or,
No, it was 8. I'm saying the dogs are faster than you. Like the fastest 100 for a dog, I think it might be okay. It
It's
might be
not
6.
It's,
6.
Yeah. It's like 6
seconds.
or 5.
6.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, but anyway,
it's like the Greyhound.
Mhm.
So.
Oh wait, one more thing, because I know you were saying something about like how people are concerned with their dogs in the parks or something. Is that? It just reminded me like last summer when I was walking through the park one time, and or I was going to practice, whatever, and I was walking through the park, and this guy had his dogs off the leash or whatever, like these huge dogs, right? I think it looked like a pit bull, and the other one kind of looked like a German Shepherd. I don't think that's their exact breed, but they looked similar to that.
They're the big scary dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the pit bull looking one, I was riding my skate, but I walk through the park, so I pick up my skateboard and walk through the park every time I go through the park. When I usually do, like when I'm going to school, and I had once I had picked up my skateboard and walked through the park, the pit bull one saw me and like ran after me.
Oh shit.
And then he was like trying to bite me or whatever. So I was just holding him off with my skateboard. I was like, I didn't hit him yet or anything. I didn't hit him any, but I was just blocking. I was putting space between us. And then as soon as he was yelling at me, or as soon as he was barking at me, trying to bite me, like he did not sound like he was just. It's not the sound that it's not like the sound that a dog makes like they feel threatened or they're telling you to go away. He literally sounded like he was trying to eat me. He's like,
What the
like
hell?
that's how he sounded.
Yeah.
And the other dog seemed more chill. Like he was just like oh, he'll like defend himself or whatever, or if they're in danger, he's gonna attack.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as he heard this dog or his homeboy like coming at me, like he came over too. So now I got them both like snapping at me and biting at me and stuff. And like I'm wondering what to do. I'm just holding on. I'm trying to hold on, not get bit or anything. And then their owner, this guy or whatever, he's like probably 200-300 feet away, and he sees it going on. He's just casually walking over. I'm like, bro, get your dogs. I yell to him.
Get your ass over here, bro.
And he was just like casually walking over, like no big deal. And so, and then when he got over there, he was like, he literally said too, it wasn't just like his dogs were just barking at me. They were trying to attack me, because he literally said when he got to me, he's like, good thing you had your skateboard. Like bro, what's wrong with you? How are you gonna casually walk over and not run over and try to get to your dogs faster? And then just straight up say, oh, good thing you had your skateboard, bro. Like, how about don't unleash your monsters from hell into the park?
Bro, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Like imagine it. Like I was thinking, like imagine it's some like little girl walking through the park and the dogs just like run at her like this.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah.
You ever have anything like that?
Like Sienna, like look at that. That girl wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she looks vicious, but she's a nice little dog.
You gotta beware of dog sign outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well, that's there because we actually used to have some vicious dogs, or not vicious, but some big dogs when I was like really young. They all died around the same time when I was like 2 or 3, same time frame. It's interesting. Like same year, like around 2011, maybe 12. We had 3 dogs. This was before Nico was born. One of them was Baron, one of them was Lexi, one of them was Amber. And I actually do remember them very, like, just pretty vaguely, but I remember I tried riding Lexi and Amber. I tried, like, riding on top of them like a horse. I was like a toddler or whatever. But okay, 2 of them were Dobermans, like Baron and Lexi.
Really?
So Lexi, I was able to do it, but then I tried doing it to Amber, which Amber was like similar size to Amber Lee, who came later or whatever. And she was just like this frail old like medium sized dog, bro. Like she would just like whenever I tried doing it, even as like a toddler, bro, like she would just like fall over whenever I tried doing it.
Poor dog.
Yeah.
Poor dog.
Yeah, but she was the precursor to Amber Lee, because in 2013.
Oh, I see the name connection.
Or not 20. Yeah, not 2013. Like a year later, 2014, like a year after Nico was like a baby or whatever. When we got Amber Lee, like when we got her and we were deciding what to name her, I was like begging my mom, please let me name her Amber Lee. I want to name her Amber Lee. Like whatever. I just wanted to name her after our last dog, and then so we did. But unfortunately, that dog, I don't know. She disappeared. She disappeared like 2022. I don't know what happened to her. I mean, I think we assumed she probably got stolen, because whenever she would run off, she'd always come back.
Yeah, that would happen with both Augie and a dog I had before. They would like run. They would like the door would be like just barely open, and he would like get out the door and just run and go away. Dude, a couple times this other dog we had before we had Augie, his name was Bax. He would get out and literally like I think this happened twice. Like the police like brought him back. Like he was out there running. I forget if it was like because one time they brought him back and the other time they like told us to get out because they couldn't catch him. Like, because he was out running in the neighborhood and stuff. He wasn't doing anything wrong.
Get out? Told you to get out the house to try and get him.
To try and get him. Because he wasn't doing anything wrong.
The police came to your door and told you?
Because, well, people probably saw a wild dog running and like...
Was this was the old one, Max?
Yeah. But he wasn't doing anything to hurt it.
The one you have like the painting or picture or whatever?
Yeah. He wasn't hurting anybody. He was just out there running like a dog. And, the police, like, one time they got him. But this other time, like, they literally couldn't catch him. He was, like, evading them and stuff. So we had to go out there and, like bring treats and stuff and get him back. But, yeah, he would just, if you, like, open the door just a little bit, he'd, like, force his way out and run.
Dude, I can't help but just look at, like, she's just squinting her eyes.
That was the thing, though. He would always come back. And I don't know why Amber didn't come back.
Yeah.
Trying to wake up the dog. I don't know if she's sleeping.
I mean, yeah. What do you say?
I don't know if the dog's sleeping or not. I'm not trying to wake her up.
She's like kind of half asleep.
It's always a light sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, what you were saying though?
No, I was done. Just I don't know why. I mean, I guess that would probably mean that someone did take her. She didn't, because they normally come back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's either that or she. But we never found her body or anything, so it's not. I don't think she like died or something.
That's pretty bad. Like, cause I mean, she had a collar on, so like, how
and
would you?
again, microchipped.
Yeah, how would you find a dog, run around, see that they have a collar, and just keep it? Like, that's pretty terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, most
straight up
dogs aren't
theft.
gonna. Well, I guess I see what you're saying because I mean we don't really have many stray dogs around here. Yeah, I would say like without collars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you see a dog with a collar who clearly.
But
has
you're
an
kind of.
owner-
I'm just saying because your question's kind of just like why would you steal a dog in general? That's kind of what you're asking.
I'm saying why would you steal one if you see it has a collar and clearly has an owner? Why would you keep it? Like that's. I don't know, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So you go to Mexico and it's a different story, bro. I'm like,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico is like full of fucking stray dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. They like get the
Do you
dogs.
think Sienna could fend for herself?
No, bro. She
Mexico?
like respectfully, she gets turned into tacos, bro. Like that's what they do to the dogs over there.
Yeah.
Like
Have you been to Mexico?
as a Mexican, I can
Oh yeah.
I can say that yes, I've gone to Mexico before.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you live there? Like, or did you just go there?
No, I just went there, bro.
Alright.
I'm
Why
not
ask
Mexican.
his face? He was like, yeah. I was like, I don't think.
Nah, bro. I'm not that Mexican.
All right.
I'm not that close to the roots.
Yeah.
No. More like the fruit that grew out of it.
The branches.
The branches, bro.
You're getting
Yeah.
poetic.
Yeah. Mexico's nice though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Or where have you been?
Like the countryside.
Oh yeah.
So it was just like desert and shit, but you know, it was so cool, you know.
Yeah. That's.
Was it scary to be in Mexico?
Yeah, bro.
When was
I
the last time you went?
like a year or two ago, and I was afraid I was gonna get like my head chopped off.
Dude, that's like my instinct. Like ever going to a place like that or like any place like.
Yeah, cause where I went, it was like really, it's like taken over by cartel members.
You went?
Yeah, no, it's where my family's from, so we went to go visit them.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, like it was cool, but it was like hella police.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, like, where people will be like, oh, like, we shouldn't, they're upset about all these, like, oh, like, we tariffed Mexico, like, all that stuff. They're upset about that. Like, how about the fact that we literally live next to a place that's run by cartels? Like, you could literally get your head chopped off or, like, crazy stuff down there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
The police doesn't do nothing. It's pretty corrupt. But,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a million deals between the police and the.
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I was thinking more specifically, like, the lady who just got elected there or whatever, like, she was mad because of the tariffs or whatever being put on them. Like,
Bro,
like
you
how
got
about
some bigger issues.
Yeah, you got
bro.
bigger issues. That's what I was thinking. Like,
tariffs.
yeah,
That's what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah.
like how about
Focus on
maybe if you got rid of your terrorist organizations, then maybe you'd have a smaller tariff, or you wouldn't have to worry so much about the tariffs. You know.
That's why you should be the president of Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Be the president, bro.
Dude, well, the crazy thing about Mexico, I heard like something crazy like 20 people or something got assassinated to get her into office or
What?
something. Or like
What?
Or like I don't know, something shady like went on there. I don't know.
To get the current president?
Yeah, like
Really?
I heard some. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was true or not, but there's something like
Bro.
crazy like that.
I'm almost like that's still
like in
happens?
the primaries. Like he was in the primaries, like
Bro.
to get her in there or something.
Dang.
That's crazy.
I don't. Yeah. It was something like that happened there.
Crazy to think about.
Yeah. Which it's interesting to think that's probably not the only place where that's happening.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's probably happening in a lot of other places.
I mean, most countries probably aren't like real democracies still.
Yeah, the majority of countries in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it still happens though, you know.
A lot of people, including our political science teacher, would argue that we're not a democracy.
Well, yeah, we're constitutional republic, so it's a little
There you go.
it's with democratic values, so
That's kind
Yeah.
of a
it's like
democracy.
democracy.
Is a broad
Yeah,
term.
that's what I
I'm
was gonna
using
say.
it
It's
broad.
like an umbrella term, kind of.
I'm not saying it's the specific,
Yeah.
actual like.
It's just a little different. That's all. Because a complete democracy would be like majority rules, like 51%. They get to say everything. Yeah.
Which that's not.
Yeah, not ideal.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That's just like
imagine
super
what,
simplistic.
because just imagine what 50% of Mexico believes in. I don't know. I don't want to know. For the stuff that goes on there.
All Mexicans are Catholic.
Yeah.
They believe in.
Or just like North Korea, or I don't know, just
North Korea.
just places, just crazy places. I'm just saying, imagine what 51% of some places
51% of North Koreans probably don't know what they don't know what to think, bro.
Well, yeah, for them, they don't. Yeah, they don't have an opinion. They can't have an opinion. So
that dude, it's just crazy how different life is, bro, over there. And even compared to Japan, Japan compared to North Korea, they're right next to each other, but it's so.
Or South Korea.
South Korea. That's South Korea it gets a little more I don't know, not in the political sense, but because it's the same.
Speaking, you would know. Speaking of Japan, you would know about Japan, I guess. How was it there?
It was dope. Everyone. I feel like the internet and everyone kind of makes it up to be this mystical paradise of anime and cherry blossoms. I wouldn't, it's a society. It has flaws,
Would
every
you say
society.
it's a pretty secular society?
Secular?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll get to that. Though, but honestly, it probably is the most efficient society that I can't be absolutist about it or anything, but it's definitely a very efficient society. Everything they do runs like clockwork. They don't really have major delays in anything. If you see a road closed or something, it's going to be closed for a day, and then it's fixed and then they're done. There's no highway closures for 2 weeks.
And one would argue oh, that's because they're living in a secular society. What would you say to that?
Who's arguing that?
Well, probably atheists out there. They you.
I'm
sure you guys both have seen the meme where they're oh, society if religion didn't exist, and they have that one movie where it's they have this flying cars.
A better question then. A better question.
Have you seen that, Fernando?
No.
A better question than who's asking that is how does that relate?
Yeah.
How does religion relate to being able to do construction fast?
Yeah. Well, they're just. I guess the premise would probably be they're saying, oh, there's more conflict because of it.
Because of religion.
Yeah, that's what.
I can't argue that religion hasn't caused conflict, but
I just think anything can cause conflict. I don't think it's specific to that.
But anyway, it's it's very beautiful too. Yeah, the cherry. We went right at the perfect time to see the cherry blossoms trees. They're kind of only in bloom at a certain time.
Is it from Kung Fu Panda kind of?
Hey yo.
With the Uguay tree.
Uguay tree.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. That's China though.
I love to be
We went to China too.
Yeah. Huh?
We got some Uguay shit sometimes, bro. I'm just sitting under a tree, just meditating, bro. On some chill shit.
Yeah. Well, it's actually being around trees is good for you, healthy for you.
Oh, I bet the energies from the roots probably
the energy.
You probably absorb it. I don't know.
You get it relaxes you or something to be around trees, or and I guess you could take in more oxygen.
I guess straight from the source. You know?
Yeah.
Today is a gift. That is why they call it the present.
Well, that's so key deep, bro.
I stole that from Uguay, bro.
Bro, that's why it's it's so important to sit under these trees, because it's just those small things that you do by yourself that give you the time to think.
Your way, let me.
Sometimes it just takes a little silence to really I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I sound emo, bro. I sound emo as hell. Man, no. Sometimes it's just you gotta think.
Like this tree.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Wait. I got a better one. Dude, I had to hit the ninja warrior.
Hey. Oh.
Nice. This is what he's showing to the audience. I don't know if you can see that.
If they could see it, bro.
Yeah, I hesitated on showing you guys that because the audience can't see, but we're talking about trees. I wanted to show cherry blossom.
Yeah. Nah, low key, bro. Imagine we're filming this whole podcast and Zach's cut out the whole time.
No, I think for one of them you were.
Oh yeah.
What, the beginning?
No, one of the episodes. One episode.
Oh, it's episode 2. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Well, that was just because I was cooking or something at the first part.
Oh, you're cooking?
Yeah.
What'd you cook?
I was making like turkey spaghetti. I think.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Mm.
Still same, bro. You're like a chef. Is that the secret?
But
to
they
your-
were. It was funny that. Hold on, I was gonna say it was funny. They were trying to ask me like super. They would be trying to ask me like super deep talk, or not super deep, but they would ask me like serious questions while I'd be just and they're like just mashing turkey together. I was like, what the heck?
This is-
And I'd just be like deferring it onto them. I'd be like, well, what do you have to say about that topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but like, is that the secret to getting buff? Like, just eating hella spaghetti, like turkey spaghetti.
Well-
Yes and no. It depends. Definitely got to get some either Rouse homemade or sauce or Des Muir. Is that how you pronounce it? Des Muir? Like
I don't know which one
spaghetti
you're talking
sauce. A Des Muir spaghetti sauce is good too, like because you don't want to have like any added sugar with it.
Mhm.
And then
There's another one with no added sugar.
yeah,
That was, or maybe it is the Rouse one.
but yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like
But
$3.
you want
Because
to
one with one package, because one package and with the sauce and with the 1.5 pounds of turkey, it's like 3,000 over 3,000 calories. So it's pretty crazy. So easy, like 4,000 in a day.
Yeah, but you know how people say like abs are made in the kitchen?
Mhm.
It's your whole physique.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to just.
Well, I think working out, lifting is more important for strength, but eating in
Oh,
general is more important for your
Well,
physique.
neither
Yeah.
one is more important. You just can't have.
Well,
one
no, I'm not
without the
saying important in general. I'm saying eating translates more to your physique, like if anything, and then lifting translates more to just strength.
other. I guess, but
That's
that's
what
kind
I'm
of a redundant.
It just
I mean,
depends on what
you
you
can't
want.
have strength without getting the calories in. So
Yeah, that's true too.
Depends on what you want.
What about like rice farmers if they get like 500,000, or I mean not 500 calories a day, or if they're, or I don't know, not
what?
or not rice farm, but like just like
I don't think
Super-
you could live off that.
Hmm?
I don't think you could
or
live
just
off
like
500.
or just people who are like super skinny or something and they're super strong. That's all I was saying.
That doesn't exist. like,
Well, I think what he's talking about is like rock climbers or people who like they don't
Oh,
look
like
super
they're-
jacked, but
they're
they're
lean.
super strong.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's from training, like training a ton
Mhm.
in not in like the traditional bodybuilding sense, but like yeah, like people who are crazy rock climbers who do like free soloing and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be super strong, but they'll look like a normal dude.
But
And
I'm 260 though. Yeah.
I think that's a good place
So,
for
oh,
more?
sorry. Were
Go
you
ahead,
gonna
go
say something?
ahead, go ahead.
So, do you hip thrust a lot? Like, do you do a lot of hip thrusts?
You have to guess it? Yeah.
Yeah, I need to leave it a little bit too, but do you do a lot of hip thrusts, like, with weight? I've seen people do that in the gym.
So a normal hip thrust, no, but when I do hit glutes, like we did 2 days ago, the two main exercises I do single leg hip thrust because, bro, hip thrust I can do a ton of weight. Like I did like one of the first times, like my second or third time doing it, I did like 275, and that was like November last year, and so now we were just doing like single leg hip thrust. We did like 115, and then the other exercise we do for glutes is like kickbacks, where we put it in our like in the crook of our leg and then like push back.
That one's interesting, bro.
Yeah,
Train
That
like,
was hard for me, dude.
but it was really good.
All right, I got a dip, guys.
yeah, bro.
All right,
Sorry, but
Yeah, all good.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
should we keep going with the pod?
I need to leave a little bit too, but I mean, yeah, sure.
All right.
Great seeing you, Fernando.
Yeah, bro, it's good
See
seeing
you
you.
now. Too bad you couldn't see
know,
Diego
yeah.
and Juan.
Bro, where are they at?
I don't know, man.
I should text you.
Sienna.
But, bro, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, I feel like people who do hip thrusts, they're training like pounds of tortas or something, bro. Like,
Bro.
that's the only reason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason I would find it to be useful.
Well, also apparently it's attractive for a dude to have a larger like glutes or whatever. That's what I've heard too.
Oh yeah.
Like I guess it's not as important for a guy, but it definitely they don't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, they
like
they like it.
You have like some butt rather than no butt.
Mm.
Yeah. That's
And it just makes you just look like a more stronger muscular build because your legs are actually the most important part of your like body. They decide everything about your strength.
Someone said that the more you like when you work out legs, like you're releasing testosterone or something.
Well, yeah, they also increase the most testosterone because they engage all the muscles of your body.
Mm-hmm.
They're all working.
And when I play Fortnite, you know, when I play Fortnite, like you know, I get really like defensive about like killing people and just, you know, trying to get that victory royale. So would you say that increases my testosterone because it challenges my competitiveness?
I would just say that there's better ways to do it, right? People will say, oh, like it helps your problem solving skills to play video games. Yeah, like anything else that you can do to increase your problem solving skills.
Yeah, right.
Like do something. Yeah, like do chess or something, bro. Like I'm just saying, because it's not. It's not. Honestly, it's not something I think about much anymore. Like I can't think of every single reason off the top of my head, like why it's like 100% like proven, like why it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's definitely. It's not something you really want to be doing, like, to be honest. You know?
I feel like it's not bad. It's just, you know,
and
excess, you know.
And here's the thing, like it doesn't really. There's no. You're not progressing in anything. That's the issue to me, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say if I go outside and skate, right?
Yeah.
I'm progressing in something. I'm burning calories. I'm getting technically I could think about it as something. I'm getting a better physique. I'm spending time outside. I'm getting sun. I'm doing something, right? But if you're playing video games, you're just leveling up inside the video game. Like it's just weird. Like if I'm on GTA 5, like why am I not just trying to get money in real life? Why wouldn't I like be trying to do something in real life? You know?
This dude, bro.
That's how I see it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, bro. Like low key GTA be hidden. You know.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like I used to go like to the shoe shop, and you know shop for some shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you're talking about in GTA.
Shout out to the shoe shop in GTA, and you know it was dope, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, hypothetically, speaking, let's just say, I like, you know, cause there's supplements out there for testosterone. So what if I just like, or no, let's just like get a random dude, and like inject them with a whole bunch of testosterone. Like what would happen? Like let's just say this guy's like a normal weight, normal looking dude. You know, he's not like buff or nothing. He's just like I don't know, like a normal looking dude. That's the most.
Depends on how much testosterone you
just as much as you could put in a person.
You die. I mean, if you're saying as much as you could put, you die.
Fuck.
You mean like as much?
Well, I mean,
but when you think about it, I was gonna say as much as you can without. But there is no definitive amount that you can do without dying, especially because we're all different. So we're not gonna know our limits. Mm. But I know. I mean, I don't know the exact amount, but I'm sure there's a recommended amount where they're like, okay, don't go beyond this because then you're just going to diminish returns.
Dude, yeah.
Like where you're just you're gonna die any second, right?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't mean to change the subject, but like this whole time I've been looking at that SpongeBob blanket. Mm-hmm. What's the deal with that? Like, where'd you get that from? That's low-key tough.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was when I've had it probably since I was like, probably a toddler, at least since I was like a little kid. I'd say. Yeah. It just used to be one of my bed blankets, I think, or something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No, I was gonna say because I watched Mojo. Like when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of Watch Mojo. I don't know if you know what that is.
I just remember watching videos in that in class. Bro. Yeah. What?
So
or Watch Mojo's top 10 picks.
Yeah, and it was like I watched this video.
It's similar to like Brightside, kind of, right?
Yeah, Brightside. There you go,
bro.
So it was like the top 10 like disturbing theories.
Oh my
and
gosh.
there was one that said like SpongeBob was like a representation of like autism, and like Patrick was like another disability, and then I don't know. And then there was another one that said that SpongeBob and Patrick are like nuclear, like they are victims of like a nuclear bombing that happened, and the reason why they have like arms and legs is because they're nuclear,
bro. And
then I don't know. I mean, I low-key fuck with SpongeBob. I just never grew up with him. I grew up with PBS Kids. It was cool. What'd you usually like watch as a kid?
Yeah. Do you remember just as a kid? I mean, I doubt it's as popular as it used to be like 10 years ago. Mm. I just remember like all those commercials. Oh yeah, it'd be like all the carts. You'd be on a cartoon or a channel or whatever, and after every commercial break, there'd always be like a ton of where there'd be like a ton of commercials for different cartoons on the same network.
Yeah.
Right? And then there'd be like, and there'd always be commercials for like Lunchables or snacks, stuff like that. There'd like some random, it'd be like some random candy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
bro.
remember.
Dude.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, it's crazy. That's so long ago. like I was like 4, 5, maybe 6 years old. I
Yeah.
mean, that's we're talking a long time ago.
Dude, the Lunchable ads used to scare me as a kid. Cause I used to see the jackalope, the dude with looks like the rabbit with the horns, and I would see him and he would scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never watched the Lunchable ads.
Or the Energizer ads.
Oh,
the bunny.
Dude, that scared me too.
Yeah.
The bunny.
Yeah.
He kind of disturbed me, but it wasn't as bad. And then I would have to like contemplate at nighttime if I wanted to go pee or like get raped by the fucking Lunchables bunny.
Wait, the Lunchables bunny?
Yeah, bro. So I don't know. It was a tough.
Wait, that doesn't even. Wait, say that again. That doesn't even make sense. Like, why you were scared at night to go anywhere because of the Lunchable?
Yeah, like I would have to use the restroom, and I have to debate if I went to go use the restroom.
It'd
And,
be like
risk,
at what 12 at night or something.
Yeah, so I would have to risk like I would either have to risk getting like attacked by the bunny or fucking piss my pants.
Bro.
So
No, I remember that too, but not with the Lunchable bunny, bro.
oh, and then Chuck E. Cheese, bro. Chuck E. Cheese.
That was next level. When I was a kid, bro, like when you'd go into the Chuck E. Cheese and actually, it was one of my favorite places as a kid. I went there all the time. But it literally reminds me. It almost seems like the plot to like FNAF.
Yeah.
It literally looks like the setting of FNAF. That's
Dude,
literally
yeah.
what it, and it's like because it's almost like they make the animatronics like extra creepy on purpose for whatever
They
reason.
did, bro.
Like I don't know the Chucky bro, it was so weird.
No, I would watch like do not summon Chuck E. Cheese at 3 a.m. Like that shit was scary,
Bro, did you ever watch J Station when you were a kid?
Yes, bro. That dude was like
we're just talking about that. Dude.
the gay Kermit potion. That was a classic.
No, I saw that way later when it was like a meme or something.
Yeah.
But that was way after. That was like after he peaked and he got banned and he started a new one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like before he got banned or whatever. Like I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Mhm.
I just remember his videos. Like there was this one. I don't know why I believed him when I was like little or whatever. I believed like these videos. It was like one of them where it was like he took like a potion and he got like the strength of Superman or
What
something
the heck?
and lifted a car.
Yeah.
And that one I don't know. I don't know if I believe that one, but it was mainly this one where it was like these two. I think it was like the Texas guy who would wear like the masks.
Oh yeah, Leatherface.
With the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also the scariest one to me for whatever reason it was like the Bunny Man. I always thought like that was real. He would go.
Yeah.
Well, it was him and this other guy. Or yeah, it was him. He made 2 videos on it, I think, where he'd go. He went one time it happened on the bridge, and then the other one he went into like this tunnel or something. Or yeah, and the rake also. You heard
Dude,
about
the rake was so bad. I used to think he was.
or Papa Jake, he faked videos like doing that too or whatever.
I don't think I ever watched him.
But anyway, J Station, he'd go like there's like he'd go in the tunnel and then. Or no, this was it wasn't the Bunny Man, but I just remember he went in this like tunnel and this guy with a chainsaw like ran after him or something. It was so fake. And then, but then there was this one, like I said, the scariest one where he was on the bridge, and he had this guy. Obviously, he had this guy like dress up as a Bunny Man or whatever and run after him, and try to stab him.
Yeah, if this podcast still doesn't work, you should do that. It's just like
Wait, if this podcast stuff doesn't work, I should do it.
Yeah, you should do that. It's just
Fake videos,
bro. Be like, hey, like, dude, don't summon Chuck E. Cheese at 3 a.m. Like, don't summon SpongeBob at 3 a.m. I don't know. That'd be dope.
Don't drink the gay potion at 3 a.m.
Seems like I'm here with Fernando. Like,
bro, it's so weird because I don't know how he made that. He made that video. Like, he tried making that video look scary, but it was like the weirdest thing, like funniest thing at the same time. Like,
it was lucky, bro. Yeah, bro. Like.
He tried to make it. He was supposed to. It was like scary and funny at the same time, or he was trying to make it.
Yeah, bro. I look, he had me like jumping out my pants when I was a kid. Like I was terrified, bro.
Of J Station.
Of the gay potion. Yeah, bro.
Of the Lunchable Bunny. I barely even remember the Lunchable Bunny, bro.
No, dude. That
wait, so why? Okay, I remember being like a kid or whatever at night and being scared to go to the bathroom. But like, why would you be? Why the Lunchable Bunny? Like, what's so scary about the Lunchable Bunny?
Because he would do this thing where he would look at you, and he was just like, and I don't know, it was creepy. Like, I don't know.
Like, that's, like, I don't think that's relatable at all. Like, I don't know if, like I doubt anyone in the audience is gonna be like, bro,
Bro,
the
everyone.
Lunchable Bunny, bro. Oh my god.
The Lunchable Bunny was so scary, bro. Like that was the only bunny I was scared of.
Yeah.
Maybe the Easter Bunny, but that's a different story.
Right.
They used to have like, speaking of that, they used to have like, dude, the bunny costumes. It's fucking scary, bro. Like.
You mean wait? Are you talking about the I don't know. You reminded me of the. I don't know what you were talking about right there, but you reminded me of the creepy clown thing in 2017.
Oh yeah, dude, I thought those were real.
Bro.
Dude,
Well, no, they were. People were actually like dressing up.
Yeah.
And they were like trying to like freak people out in like 2016, 2017. It was the weirdest thing ever.
I was afraid like someone was gonna kill like my family, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I was scared too of that. Bro. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, bro.
It was crazy. It was like the craziest trend ever. I was like, what the hell?
Uh huh.
No, because people would literally have. There was videos. Okay, half of them at least were probably staged, but there was videos of like, there'd be like clown or creepy clowns like standing up beside people's windows like with a knife or something. Like, bro,
That's crazy.
like what the hell?
Yeah, and then like oh, dude, I forgot, but 2016, 2017, bro, that was like a crazy. You have fidget spinners, yeah, like 3 a.m. That was lit.
Face
bro.
painters? What?
No, fidget spinners.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro, I used to have
2016 and 17 was like the most interesting years. And 2015, those were like the most interesting years, I would say.
that was peak life.
Some like the I wouldn't say it's so much peak life. I feel like people just kind of like hype it up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of did that too. It's definitely overhyped, but or I guess you say 2013, 2017. It was definitely like a cool kind of era. Like it was a different kind of era, I guess.
Yeah, cause. Yeah. Oh no, bro. There's a reason it's hyped up. Like you had everything. It's dope.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't know. I mean, everyone talks about like. I mean, there's definitely nostalgia and things you miss. Like everyone talks about how like they miss being a kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't really relate to, you know, like I said, there's specific things I can miss or like be like, wow, that was a long time ago. I kind of missed it. But when it comes to being a kid in general, like I honestly don't miss it at all. Like I would not go back. Like,
You wouldn't?
No.
I would.
Like
bro.
for me, I was not happy at all as a kid. Like it was interesting because I noticed most of the kids around me seemed pretty happy. Like when I was a kid, but I never really felt like happy at all. You know? It was interesting.
You know what I'm asking? Like, what made you feel that way?
A lot of it was just, you know, I still do. I had ADHD, and I always got in trouble in elementary school, right? And I'd say you could probably agree, we got like a hyper feminized like education system, right, where it's kind of like biased towards that, and it's not really built for like young men, right? You could say in some ways. So like we're not. I don't know. I don't think we're really meant to sit in a classroom that long. Like I was 5 years old or whatever. I couldn't sit still, and it was just like I'd always get in trouble. I'd always get sent to the principal's office stuff. But it was mainly just like I was just so bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. But other than that, I mean, there's so many specific things that maybe I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean that combined with all those other things, I guess, make it like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I was saying.
you know.
But once I got to, I'd say once I got to middle school, or especially after COVID ended, I would say that's when life began to improve for me. That's what I would say.
That's good, bro.
I mean, sixth grade was an interesting, or 2020 was an interesting, 2020 to 2021, it was an interesting time because it was like, it was cool, but also depressing at the same time. Like, because I'd just be sitting in my room and it was kind of like depressing, like where I'm not doing anything. But also at the same time, it's kind of fun because I'd just be like playing Minecraft or one and like all day or whatever. Or just like during class, we'd just be on Among Us or Minecraft or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or like I'd host Among Us for like the class or whatever. We'd go into breakout rooms or something.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time too. I used to like go on like all the unblocked games, and they were like less strict on this, so I would just go on like hella games and I'd play, bro. And that was like literally all I do all day.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. It was cool.
What unblocked games would you go?
There's like this one game. It's called.
Dude, cool math games used to be the thing, and then it got banned.
Low key, cool.
Well, I think it was kind of I think it got unbanned. Though.
Yeah, it got unbanned. It's just kind of whack.
Yeah. They probably went to the school districts or whatever and like told, because they're so big, and went like, and then gave them a reason why they shouldn't ban them. Like, Like you know we have educational
Yeah,
games.
educational games. Like, don't. Like,
Yeah.
no, bro. I didn't learn shit from cool math games, but I still loved it. You know, I low key like the run game. It's called Run.
Like the Jungle Run.
It's like an alien. You gotta run through a tunnel.
Was it like Temple Run kind of?
Kinda.
Or like,
but you were in like a.
I never. That was one of the games like from like I guess 2010s, the 2010s like childhood or whatever. Like I never really played that game. Like I played Subway Surfers and stuff.
Yeah.
That was it kind of seemed. It's kind of like would you say it was kind of a knockoff of Subway Surfers or no? Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, I just never really played that one.
It's like its own thing. In the same genre basically, but just its own thing.
Angry Birds.
Oh, dude,
Angry
Angry
Birds.
Birds. I used to have the.
But I watched a couple videos on it. I think they definitely Rovio killed it for sure. Like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like Angry Birds is kind of done now. Yeah.
I don't know if you know
because they took off all their old like games and stuff pretty much.
Yeah, they got rid of the original.
Because they pretty much just because they didn't want to keep them up because they didn't want to update them or whatever, and they wanted to focus all their resources on their new games. But I don't remember all the details exactly, but I know it had something to do with they wanted to make a little extra cash.
Yeah, that is stupid.
And that kind of killed them because their new games aren't good.
Yeah.
Like they simply are not.
They're not.
Maybe part of that's from the nostalgia, but a lot of it's just like the new games they're making like seem like they're for like toddlers, bro.
They're just
like
copies.
Yeah,
but
they
not
just
like
they just seem like the most random like boring stuff. Like I don't.
Yeah, like they would have copies of like the same game, but at least they did something with it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if
Dude, I think what was your favorite like old like Angry Birds? I would say mine was probably like Angry Birds Epic.
That's kind of an obscure one.
Did you play that one?
No, but I don't know if you know the movie.
Or like Angry Birds Go? Did you ever do that one?
No, I tried downloading that one. It never worked on my iPad.
Yeah.
So you know the movie Rio? It's like the blue bird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they had like a game with Rio, and it was like Angry Birds Rio, and I used to play that one.
Yeah.
That one was dope, and that was like my Angry Birds right there.
That was the main one that you played.
And then I used to have like the
I
little
played
toys.
pretty much like most of their games.
That's
like
dope,
old
bro.
games. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like the real one or did you never play it?
I played it. I played it.
Yeah.
Only probably for a couple months or something. What I think I noticed the Rio one was probably what I noticed Angry Birds did with a lot of things. They kind of just like molded their own version of things. Like when Rio came out, they did a Rio Angry Birds. When Transformers came out, they did Transformers.
Yeah.
Like all this kind of stuff. They kind of just did that just to make more games and make more money. That's
yeah, but they're doing the same thing as they're doing now. It just it was working with back then. It doesn't work now.
Yeah.
Like
And like I said, I wish I remembered the exact. I mean that's part of it. I wish I remembered the exact reasons why it's not working right now. Because I mean, it's not. Because I just know it has something to do with a little. I think there was a little bit of greed there or something along the lines.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
It fell off, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Dago and Juan?
Yeah.
Like they never pulled up. Is that them?
Wait, is that?
No.
Oh, that's just that guy at that other house knocking
Oh.
on their gators. He has a husky.
Husky.
Huskies would be crazy to have down here.
Bro, I want
Like in the heat, yeah.
I want to get like a cart and I want the Huskies to pull me.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Bro. Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna leave right now because I need to go to work. But.
Yeah, you gotta get going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, looks like that concludes our podcast. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on, Fernando.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's
your first time being here. How did you notice the weights outside?
Bro, all
Did you did you notice the setup from here and the weights outside from all the videos?
Dude, it was like going into like a movie set. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I seen all the weights. And
Like you're finally here after seeing it on all the videos.
After all those edits, after all those videos, I finally seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, man. See you. I'll just cut the cameras and I'll get out of here.